All right, I'm back. I have two pending challenges. So I was testing this last night, and I haven't used it on stream yet, but it's first time for everything. I don't know if anyone's watching yet, but we're going to open up the console. People actually can't see because it's off screen. I could show behind the scenes view of the console. And yesterday, I was going through random YouTube comments, and there was someone that shared like a snippet of code. It got caught by the spam filter on YouTube, but somehow I was like looking through the comments in the filter and I found it. This is the code. Oh, people can't see the whole thing, but essentially it's going to accept a random challenge. So I'm going to press enter. Hey, it works. Okay. This is going to make life much, much easier because I've had problems in the past with indecisiveness. And when I have like over 30, 40 pending challenges, I can just use that command. That'll be great. Valley Ryan in the chat. My opponent saying you actually accepted. Did I actually accept, or was it the random algorithm accepting? I guess I played a role in it. Hello to Pogtastic. Do I play a fried liver? Someone wanted me to play a fried liver. Like, this is another YouTube comment I read. I think it was, wait, he's playing the Traxler. Okay, so against the Traxler I know to take with check, and then I think to move back to the square. I don't know much beyond this. So this is a new position for me. And it's blitz. It's casual. I could fork. I mean, forking looks really nice. Don't see anything wrong with it. I think black was supposed to play queen e8, if I'm not mistaken. Queen f8. This is still interesting, actually. I really don't know anything about the Traxler. So the fact that black might be having some attack. Barely talk, I don't know. Tea stuck in my throat. I have to wash it down with more tea. If I take the rook, takes on f2, takes on f2, knight takes e4, king e3, queen f2, king takes e4. I'm probably just getting mated after bishop f5. So if I take the rook, takes on f2, king f1, knight takes e4, queen f3. But takes the rook, takes on f2, king f1, there's bishop to g4, and my queen is trapped. So let's not mess with these lines. I could play d3. d3 looks okay, actually. Still trying to do things. But I'm ready to castle. I'm ready to play bishop g5. I'm still attacking the rook. This should still work out, hopefully. So focused on the opening, I've not been really looking at the chat. Hello to people. Erudito, Pogtastic, Sugar 9, so many nines. Probably influenced by Ben Feingold. Knight d4. Okay, that's a good sign that like black's not really attacking anything. I could take the rook. I could play bishop g5. Let's play bishop g5. I like my knight. It's like blocking the queen. Hello to It's Souse, Loliet, Kinda Pink Jake. What's the increment? You can challenge me to any time control. I forgot about that move. Okay, I should focus. I think I'm gonna take here first, and then take the rook. Black will take my rook. And it's just a whole mess. Am I gonna be down a piece in the end? I might be down a piece. Because my knight's getting trapped. Okay, I messed that up big time. Now I have to fight back. Like earlier today, I was hanging pieces left and right, but I won so many games I shouldn't have. So, okay, knight takes c2. Interesting desperado I have to take. So hopefully this will be a lesson in like fighting back from down material. It's still kind of complicated. I have a knight on d5. Black's underdeveloped. Giving me c7. Let's take c7. Hitting the rook. Expecting this. He has bishop b4. Bishop b4 is probably a mistake though. So I play king e2, then I'm threatening this as well. I think I'll castle. Let's castle. And I want to play b4. I want to be sneaky and set up tactics. What's the pawn count? I have a pawn for a minor piece. Could be worse. Could be better too, though. My opponent, I don't know when my opponent said this. He said, damn, I kind of forgot this line. Well, I forgot it much worse, or I just messed it up. This is coming, bishop h3. But bishop h3, there's some trick. b4, bishop h3, queen b3. We trade. It doesn't quite work, unfortunately. I mean, I have queen b3 immediately. I have 25 seconds too. It's not much time. Let's play king h1, just prophylaxis. I still want to do this. Maybe I have knight d5 as well at some point. My opponent saying my videos are nice, sending me compliments as he's like beating me. Can't get distracted though. I'm not looking at the chat, focusing on the game. This is an idea, this is an idea. There's a few resources, even f4, which I didn't even realize because my pawn is unpinned and the rook is aligned with the king. So there's multiple ideas. And black has to still like develop some pieces. And I have to drink some more tea. Okay, bishop e3. So let's be sneaky. But he wants to... Okay, I'll allow bishop b6. Bishop b6, I have knight b5 to attack the pawn. Probably rook d8. I can pawn storm with a5. We're both getting low on time. It's going to be a time scramble. Okay, so I think he just blundered because I win back the piece. And material is going to be equal, actually. It's a Christmas miracle. What do I do? d4. Very thematic. To open the center. Maybe f4 at some point. I'm going to go after the d-pawn. But it's defended. Let's play this. Threatening to win the rook. Expecting rook g8, and then I probably have to play g3. That's also a move. Let's play f4. I just want to open more lines and move quickly enough and not get back rank mated. This looks decent. King e8. The problem is my rook can't really get in. Check. I'm just going to go back to f2. I didn't see anything better. Is black on a flag? I'm attacking the pawn. Winning the pawn. Winning another pawn. He's going to win e4. Okay, let's do this, and then maybe h3. Maybe this. Just defend everything. Yeah, Luft for the king. Every time I say Luft, all the German viewers get excited. Let's do this. Okay, there's going to be some tactics. If queen d7, rook f7. If that, then this. Queen f8 coming. Ooh. Trying to figure out, how do I win this? I mean, I'm going to check and gain some time. Maybe try and confuse him. He's not getting confused, though. Let's do this. I'm just moving back. Maybe I'm getting confused. I'm losing this pawn. Oh, queen trade is nice. Because I have a outside passer. But he's in the box. So let's bring the king in. And this is a decoy. Okay. Life is good. I really have to go back and look at the opening. I'll go back and look at the chat too. GM John Davis is back. Good to see you back. Good evening. It's more like good morning. It's 12:27 a.m. Very late night stream. My sleep schedule is messed up because I was sick yesterday and I slept like in the afternoon for too long. Yeah, let's take a look at this opening because it's actually very, very venomous if white's not well prepared. Are you going to accept a challenge today? Yes, I'm accepting challenges. If you want to challenge me, I have a new system. And for those who just joined, you'll see what the system is. Before I go any further, I'll just try and see what people are doing in the chat. What time controls do I usually play against you guys? Anything like 10+2 and below. John Davis, if you want a game, I would accept if you want to challenge me. People can use the challenge command. It just seems like everyone's doing. What's a good rule of thumb for when it's too late to castle? When you lose castling rights, then it's really too late. How'd I do in Arena Kings? I got tilted, but then I tilted some of my opponents. It was a mixed result. Can we expect GM Rosen? Not anytime soon. I do own the domain name gmrosen.com, just in case. But I'll be an IM for a while. Luft, okay. Alright. Quick question. You have read endgame. Read online that studying the endgame is important for chess. How do you go about studying endgames? Get an endgame book. I recommend, there's a few endgame books I recommend. One is 100 Endgames You Must Know, or something along those lines, by Jesus de la Villa. Very good author. Also Silman's Complete Endgame course. I have them linked on my website. Am I a bit quiet? Turn your volume up, or I'll try and speak louder. I have my mic balancing on a flashlight, so it's my new mic stand. Also, when it comes to endgames, like, I would encourage people to like find players their own strength. Like, find a training partner. And if you're working on certain endgames, especially theoretical endgames, play the positions out for both colors against a training partner. Like, take a position from a book, set it up like online or over the board, play it out for both sides. That's how I've studied like over the years, especially like at least in recent years, when I like compete for like collegiate teams. So I went to 2 different universities. It's a good training method. Also for openings too. Oh, it's not quiet. Okay, that's good. All right, so, what am I doing? Before I accept another challenge, I just want to look at the theory here, because King e7, Bishop d5, but Bishop e3 also playable. Then my opponent played d6, which actually, it's rare, but it scores well for black in the database. Doesn't seem like black should have too much compensation, but mean, people play this opening because there is these weird ideas, and the king is surprisingly safe on e7. Tempted just to turn on Stockfish and see how it refutes this line. c3 looks... Actually, c3, queen e8, d3. Maybe c3 prevents like knight d4 ideas. d3 immediately. I played knight f7. Yeah, if I take the rook, I think I just lose. -7. Because bishop takes f2. I have no moves here. If I don't take the bishop, there's bishop g4. And if I take the bishop, it's like mate. Yeah, I was looking at this line. This is a hilarious line. But not for me. What a mate. So things got weird. Knight d4 is also actually interesting here. And then I blundered. I forgot knight takes b3 was a threat. I should just take on h8. It's still a little bit complicated because takes, and then takes on f2. Ah, king d2. And black... Oh, black's winning. Wow. What a line. So knight takes b3. I have to take with the c pawn. This is insane because then I have a place on c2 to hide my king. That's ridiculous. If the pawn were on c2, rather than a2, my king wouldn't have anywhere to go. Crazy. Or is it to move the queen? Like, what's the winning line after a takes b3, king d2, bishop g4? So it's maybe to put the queen on c2. What is this line? Knight d5 takes? Even Stockfish keeps going back and forth between like 0 and -1. Queen f4, king c3. Now it's just settling on perpetual. Okay. More comments in the chat. No love for Devratsky Endgame Manual. No, of course there's love for it. A lot of the top players recommend it. It's a heavy book. But yeah, certainly, I mean, it's kind of the Bible of endgames too. I should probably list it on my site. Training partner has been so helpful. Play classical games in certain openings with a friend, prepare lines. Yeah, that's what I did for some time. Like, I was in a slump for several years before I got my IM title, and I worked with a training partner, and within a few months I gained 100 points. So don't underestimate the power of training with someone. Oh, my friends are bad at chess. You need new friends. Joe Bruin, hello. And hello to everyone I didn't say hello to. Were you at the high school state championship in Illinois? The team championship, not this year. I was in Africa a few weeks ago when it took place. I'll be at the national championship, though, taking place, I think, next week. Alright, so I'm going to do some more magic with JavaScript. I'm sure there's a lot of people who didn't catch the very beginning of the stream, but here I'm going to open up... how do I do this? Yeah, I'm opening up the console. Another behind-the-scenes view. Here's my console. Then I do this command. I have 27 pending challenges. So if you challenge me, you have a 1 in 27 chance. We're using Math.random, which is... I mean, is anything truly random? Close enough to truly random. Except... And the lucky opponent, or unlucky opponent, because we'll find out. Francisco the Creator. Let's play e4. I guess I could take opening recommendations too. I'm going to base my openings off what I remember people telling me from like previous streams. Whoa, that's really small. Lord Watan, thanks for subbing. Oh, Henry Lord Latan. Appreciate it. I remember a couple of days ago someone was recommending this line, which is actually really interesting if black isn't prepared. The idea is after queen h4 to play king f1. Maybe in similar style to the Traxler, which we just saw. Like I lose castling rights, but I get quick development. In this case, I'll still invite queen h4. I would still like to go for this line where I have knight f3 with tempo. Oh, you play the King's Gambit. King's Gambit is one of these openings where it can be a surprise if black's not expecting it. But if black's prepared, I think there's many different ways to equalize. But it's still playable. I know Naka has played it, Carlsen has played it. I think Ivanchuk played it. Ivanchuk beat Nakamura in some like rapid championship with it. And I honestly don't really know any theory. I just know that you're supposed to control the center and do stuff. Maybe someday win back the pawn with this bishop. Play English. English is another opening I played recently. I have a video sitting on my desktop, which I'm about to upload to YouTube. It's called English versus Dutch. It was a fun opening. So bishop c5 I think was just a mistake. Like usually black does want the bishop here, but not when white can play d4. And now, I mean, this is what you teach kids, like how you develop perfectly, or the ideal setup. And I'm ready to play e5, maybe even knight g5, also castling. This is actually really nice. Nice thing about the King's Gambit is like the half-open f-file. Like the rook on f1, bishop here, the possibility of, oh, am I losing a pawn? I completely forgot he could take on e4. Well, now it's a true gambit. Like I won back the pawn, I'm gambiting another pawn. But is he brave enough to take on e4? Because it opens the e-file. Wow, so brave. Yeah, now I have to figure out how to justify this. I mean, queen e2 is the obvious move, and it forces queen e7. I could take on c7. Then there's d6, but d6 isn't really too threatening. Ah, but queen e2, castling takes, rook e8. That should be okay for white. Let's start with queen e2. This is getting interesting. If I don't win material back, I'll probably still have some compensation. Like I have more development, I have the bishop pair. I could still stir up some like initiative, d5 ideas. I could just castle, allowing knight takes c3. There's this crazy move, bishop takes f7. I don't think it works. King takes f7, knight e5. Takes, nah. If I castle... No, let's castle. Not doing anything too forcing. Putting the ball in black's court. Allowing a knight takes c3. Now I have a choice. So I could play queen d3, I could take and win c7. Taking on f7 could be fancy. King takes queen c4. Choices. I like bishop takes f7. Don't see anything wrong with it. Like I win back the knight, and then the e and f file are both open, and I'll get my rooks there, and like black's two major pieces are on both files. Wait, chess.com using bad words in the chat. Oh no. I saw the star. Shout out to chess.com. I was playing there earlier. I was playing a lot of strong players. I played Arena Kings. I had one goal for Arena Kings to play Naka, and I failed. I struggled to like get into the top 50. But this game, I'm not failing. I'm forking. I'm winning the knight. I'll get a rook. Wait, rook e1 just pins and wins and rhymes. Wait, knight e4 though. Man, I was trying to be poetic. Wait, knight e4. I just take it. And that also pins and wins because rook e1. It's like a pin, knight e4 followed by another pin, and then the last pin. But how much material am I losing for the queen? So I think in the end, I'll be down. Well, I'll have a queen, but black will have two rooks and a pawn. But black will be underdeveloped, so it should be okay, I think. And black is thinking. I'm missing things in the chat. Whoa, big word. What does bicurious mean? Bicurious. When you're curious about two things? Do I dare ask Siri what this means? What does bicurious mean?
Okay, I found this on the web for what does be curious mean.
Okay, Siri's confused. And my opponent's confused too. Probably trying to move the queen away, being unable to, or trying to castle. Oh, it's so nice, like in chess, even when you're down material, when you're just completed with development. Okay, so that's a good sign. Because now I'll win the knight, or I'll just be mating somehow. But how? Okay, I feel like this is Puzzle Rush-ish. Takes... And Puzzle Rush has trained me for these moments where you have to find like the quickest forced mate. Otherwise you fail. I think it's mate in 3. Like 1... Wait, no, he blocks with knight though. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time and energy. Let's just take with rook. Threatening mate in 1. I don't think black can actually stop it. Because if this, then I'd mate. Oh, he stopped it. So check. Wait, rook takes, queen f7, there. Is knight d2 mate in the end? Let's do it. If this were chess.com, I would like multi-pre-move and finish with knight d2. I guess I can singular pre-move. But I can't even buy pre-move. Okay. Wait. What am I thinking? What was the line? I'm already forgetting. This? Oh, but he has king e6. There. Okay, well, I'll hope for king e4. If king e6, I'll just repeat. It's definitely not the most efficient way. Okay, knight d2 mate. That was nice. Wasn't going to be the most efficient if king e6 were played. Alright. Oh, chess.com has left, but before leaving said, Eric, you're so cute. I'll take that as a compliment. Okay, let's move on. Was there anything to look at that game? What was this? Oh no, it was just a good King's Gambit, I think. Yeah, let's move on. New challenge. Command Option I to bring up the council. Math.random, enter, new challenge. This is beautiful. Because the other day I was trying to figure out like creative ways to accept challenges. Oh, this is bullet. This is rated. Okay. Have to focus. I'll play this line with h5. It's dubious against... Okay, now I don't know what's going on. Just have to play normally and quickly. Don't think he should have taken with f-pawn. I have mating attacks. Is there a forced mate idea? Maybe king e... Let's play king e2, connect the rooks. Check. Let's take with bishop. And I'll go for rook. Okay, always play f3. And g4 may be coming. Or just free bishop. Okay, I'm gonna go for knight g5. Actually, no, knight g3 is a threat. So let's play knight e4, stopping knight g3. And then I'll go for knight e6. Still ideas of g4. Forked. Ooh, that was interesting. Let's do this. Okay, let's take. Pretty sure I can win this. Check. Mate. There we go. Okay. Well, that was quick. Let's do another random challenge. Let's see how many we can get through. You would eat... I'm not even going to read this comment. It started off in such a way that it seemed readable. It started off, Eric, you're so good at chess. We'll just leave it at that. Lead chess, Math.random. Okay, chess poems. Okay. Let's do a competition. Whoever can write the best chess poem in the chat gets to play the next game. And I'll be the judge. You have to write a poem. You can't write multiple poems. You just have to write one poem. Best poem wins. I would like to mate. Let's play knight g4. And I'm inevitably going to sacrifice. It's just a matter, do I take with bishop? Do I take with rook? Do I take with knight? This looks nice. Hitting the king. The king had to move to g3. And now it's maybe this, threatening queen f4. And queen f6 also pins the knight. So like if knight e2, I can just take the bishop. But I'll probably just be going after the king. Also ideas of this, this, and this. This looks really difficult for white. Okay. Well, did anyone write a poem? John Davis quoting me. Not a bad quote. Am I a developer? I have some programming experience, but I don't consider myself a developer. Only in the opening. That's when I'm a developer. Okay. Chess, a pawn's game on a king's board. I like chess. It is the best. When I play, I make a mess. I lose and get mad and flip the table. Okay, this guy wins. Burks, you get to challenge me. Wait, there's more. The Danish Gambit, how bad does he think I am? Whoops, I lost my queen. That's not bad. Burks is still leading. It's now a gambit, I said, and then cried over my blundered queen. Interesting haiku. Every time someone's saying haiku, I'm thinking hikaru. There's gotta be a poem, or an anagram even, with like hikaru, haiku, something. Man, that developer joke was pretty bad in a good way. Okay, I'm gonna play Burks. Please. Oh wait, John Davis is challenging me. Okay, I'll play John Davis first and then I'll play Burks. First time we're ever playing. He said he plays King's Gambit. That's only information I know. Let's play e4. Let's see what he does. Play knight f3. d6. Okay. I'm gonna play bishop b5 check. Avoid any like annoying theory. Bishop d7. Let's take, and then I'll castle. I'll try and play this in an aggressive fashion. I think the most aggressive move here is e5. And it's the type of move, if black is prepared, it should be about equal. Knight e5. That's a new move for me. Usually black takes. Knight d5, I think I could play knight c3. The thing about this line, if black isn't careful, white can get a very substantial lead in development. Hello to Ram G Shan. It's a lot of X-slams. Okay, so I could take, then rook e1, queen e2 ideas. That looks nice. I'll play rook e1 first. It's another theme where like I'm just castled and I have a e-file. In this case it's about to open. What time is it? It's 12:54 in the morning. Slightly late or slightly early depending on your perspective. Would you recommend dropping out of school to pursue chess as a career? Probably not as a player. Yeah, probably not. King d8. Well, the king's off the e-file, but it's not out of danger. Let's play d4. I want to go for bishop g5. Maybe even knight g5. I also want to triple black's pawns. I have takes, it's just triple pawns. And the only developed piece is this queen on d7. So c4 is logical. Try and keep the center closed. So I'm looking at bishop g5, king c8, and maybe b3. Let's start with bishop g5. If bishop e7, I can take on d6. I'm expecting this or this. King c7. Could still play b3. Bishop f4 also kind of attractive. Let's start with b3. I want to attack from all angles. Ideally, I would love to open the c file. Like if takes, get a rook to c1. Would be nice. Am I playing viewers? Yes. I'm just going to assume that all my opponents are viewing. But maybe I'm playing some people who are not viewing. Just randomly challenge me. H6 is logical. Let's move back. Line with the king. This looks really difficult for black. The center is about to open up. Let's see, takes, d5. Takes, let's just play d5. It should be working. As takes, I get a knight to e5. If the knight doesn't take, I have e6. Yeah, something went terribly wrong for black. Let's play e6. Hey Eric, big fan of your content. I see some people saying that chess is a low variance game, but not a no variance game. I don't understand where the variance comes from. I don't know if I understand that either. There's more variance in like poker. Yeah, I would need some context. Like things can vary. But there's many different elements that can vary. Okay, I have a pawn on e6. The queen's blockading. I would love to get a knight to d5, but that would take a while. Maybe just this. Attacking the knight. Pinning the pawn so b6 can't be played. And if the knight moves away, I can take this guy. Also ideas of this and this. Life is good. Challenge me to anything like 10 plus 2 or below. Because I don't want to play like a really long game. Let's take the pawn. When I was playing earlier today, I was getting winning positions and then just getting like really careless and blundering, which is a really important like psychological kind of situation which happens in chess. When you're better, you get careless. So sometimes it takes extra effort to stay focused. Okay, I'm going to put the rook on d1 and go after this pawn. Even ideas of like queen c5. Still ideas of this too. So this pawn is very, very tender and juicy. Like a steak. Okay, so let's move. Wait, bishop takes, rook takes. I don't know if I want to trade off. Maybe I can do this. I don't know what the threat is. Maybe queen. Let's play queen b5. That's a good time for the steak emote. Okay, so I'm threatening mate in 1. Black defends. There's some interesting trick. I'm going to play c4. The idea is to play c5. And if takes c5, I could take on c6, which is actually just mate in 2, because rook b8 would be mate. It's all about removing this pawn to open up the bishop. Or just mating like this. GG, John Davis, 59. I wonder if he played worse because he doesn't have the GM title in front of his name like he does in the Twitch chat. Yeah, next time, take the pawn. I don't think knight d5 is... Oh, knight d5 has been played before. Oh, Naka played this against Galfand? Yeah, the key thing to like know if you're black in this line is if white goes for e5 and knight takes e5. Queen c7 is a bad move. You want to play queen c8. If you play queen c8 and then like do some simple setup, it's actually not so bad. But a lot of people will go wrong with queen c7. We can see based on the like percentage too. Lichess, I would think it's more drastic. Queen c7 most popular. The problem is after d4, c takes d4 and bishop f4. This is really difficult for black. It's like white's castle, the queen's a target. Some cases where you even like go back to c8. So yeah, but queen c8 immediately. Useful to know. So how did Naka win? Queen f3. Ah, yeah, this b3 idea is actually quite nice. Because the bishop has long-term pressure. I think black probably equalized. Some positional fight. I feel like black was doing fine. Stockfish. Maybe slightly. I don't know. Okay, let's save the GM analysis for some other time. Let's play someone else. Oh, I was going to play Burks for writing that beautiful poem, which I already forgot about. Or I forgot what he wrote. Oh, I don't see Burks. Burks, what's your Lichess name if you want to play me? People are still writing poems. There's no more poem contest. Wait, did the layout get... I'm sorry if the layout got messed up. Was it like that? Oh no, because I was searching. Done. Oops. There we go. Oh, you were hoping I go for a dragon or Najdorf. So someone was asking me in my Discord today, what's my least favorite opening? And I gave like three different openings, but one of them was Najdorf. I hate like the theory, and I like sidelines. Hey Eric, can I play you? If you want to play me, challenge me. Did Burks respond? Oh, you're not playing. You don't actually like chess. Oh, you just like streamers of chess. Okay, fair enough. So we'll do another random challenge. Command Option I random. Okay, I'm playing Kurt. 10 minutes, rapid, rated. If I win this game... Oh, I should have played in English. Someone was asking. I'm playing a London. If I win this game, I break 2,400. There's a lot on the line. I will not marry you. The real donkey pride. Let's play knight d2. How does the JavaScript work? I'm pretty sure it works through like magic. A6. A6 is usually a waste of time. I mean, obviously black wants to play b5. I've actually taught this to a student who is encountering like a6, b5. Usually the strategy for white is to allow b5 and then hit it with a4. Knight c6. Slightly unusual. Let's play c3. I want to play bishop d3. I don't want to allow knight b4. Who's stronger, me or Chess Network? Have you seen my biceps? More importantly, have you seen Chess Network's biceps? I don't know. We've had a lot of 1 minute battles. I think we're pretty even in 1 minute. We should play like some slower time controls. That would be fun, actually, to do more streamer collaborations. What's my favorite London system tactic? Well, I have a whole course with like 50 tactics in the London. My favorite one? I think like my favorite one is towards the beginning of the course. But I'm trying to remember. Like the Greek gift one is pretty nice. I could play a4 right away. b4. I think I'll just castle and see what black is up to. I'm waiting for black to castle, so then I can start attacking. Knight e5 right away. Looking for tactics here. I want to play a4. I'm looking at these lines with like a4, b4, and then like we trade. Doesn't seem to lead to much. So I'm considering ideas like queen c2 or queen b1 just to increase some pressure, like along this line and also along this line, because now there's a variation like here. Maybe that doesn't work though, because he can attack my bishop. But there's also ideas of e4 here. Could be interesting. What's the best way to respond to people who play c5, c4 against London? You let them do it, and then you look to play the pawn break either b3 or e4. And depending on the situation, either of these pawn breaks can be quite powerful. But if they play c4 and your bishop's on d3, usually you want to drop back along this diagonal. And then usually e4. So the problem for black in this position, it's hard to like figure out what to do. Like there's so little active play, because I'm controlling these two squares very nicely. There's no clear pawn breaks. Maybe b4. Maybe black will do this and see what I'm doing. What's the St. George defense? Sounds very familiar. h6. Interesting move. e4 takes. I'm going to start with a4. Wow, played so quickly. I think that's just a mistake though, because I could take on d6, but okay, takes. No, let's just take on b5. If he takes on f4, I take back with pawn, and this is basically a fork. I just won 2 pawns. I have not lost a single pawn yet. This pawn, well defended. Let's play knight e5. Queen b6 might come. Wait, another free pawn. I'm up 3 pawns. Oh, he can win this guy. Attacking the rook. What happens in this line? Takes. I think that's good for me. Okay, I won't pre-move. Do you ever play King's Gambit? Did you just join the stream? I played King's Gambit a few games ago, and it was really messy. But I won. Wait, free rook? He could take on f1, I'll take on... or that. Play g3, nah. Okay, let's defend the f-pawn first. Being extra greedy. Now we'll trade. So the only thing I have to watch out for is getting mated on g2. He's going to do this, or not. So always play f3. Undermine the bishop. So I have a rook and 3 pawns for a bishop. A decent amount of material. But this bishop is powerful. Like what to do? I mean, okay, this is completely winning, but I just want to have like an easy position. I guess I'll just start pushing. And I'll do this and push. What's my streaming schedule? You can go to my website, or you can type in ! schedule in the chat, and you'll be linked. Hey, we have a sub. Christian Senior, thanks for subbing. What to do? Okay, let's start. Put the rook behind the passed pawn and push. Wait, never play f3 or always play f3? I will be updating my schedule very shortly. The next event is the Reddit Arena tomorrow. I think it's like their 3rd or 4th edition. The winner gets a mouse pad. So it's going to be very competitive. Okay. The pawn storm has arrived. Since when do I have a schedule? Since like the beginning of the year, probably. I went through a dry period in December. I was playing a few tournaments. Wait, he wants to play this? I mean, it's still completely winning. I could... Let's just fork. Queen defends a rook. He tried to pull a Carlsen. Hope that I don't see the backwards queen move. Hey, I broke 2400. My life is complete. Good game. Yeah, it's fun to play the London when black doesn't really know what to do. Few points for black. First of all, don't play a6. I can give a simple line. Maybe this will benefit people. Like if you don't know what to play against London, play c5. Like do this setup. Usually white will play c3. It's bits from DQ'd. Thanks for the bits. So get this position. Play bishop d6. Bishop g3. And now, very nice move, queen c7. And the idea is actually very simple. To play knight bd7 and e5. And it's actually very hard for white to stop. Like most players will do this. You can do this. And like e5 is pretty much guaranteed. And yeah, black should equalize. And black will castle, have some space advantage. Whoa! It's more subs. John Davis gifting 100 tier 1 subs. It's happening again. Look at this. Also, he asked a question like right before. I'm trying to find it. I think. It's like he asked a question, now he's trying to hide it. I'm trying to find it. Did you catch the Hikaru and Levy stream yesterday with Blindfold 960 F3 in my game, hearing them trying to reason out where the pieces were. Yeah, I was actually watching part of that. It was really entertaining. Um, Thank you so much for the 100 subs. Wonder. I mean, that's got to be like most of the people, because a lot of people who are watching were already subs. Do I read off these names? I was also watching the Naroditsky stream yesterday, where you gifted him 100 subs or 200 subs, and he was trying to read off all of them. Man, okay, I'll try and read off some of them. I'll read off as many as I can until I lose my voice, or until the scroll thing stops working. Itsows, Cajun97, Benedetto, Brandon Ken, Ari Theta, Abe Froman, The Real Donkey Pride, Schmagarm, The Shadowlight, Zugi Finn, Zugi, Vsim, Tech Gambino, Wallaby, Nice Game Bro, Circo, Tredden, Legit Blob. Okay, it's too much. Welcome to all the subs, all the new subs. You should thank GM John Davis. Again, speechless. Let's play another game. I have 48 pending challenges. What do I do? Command, Shift, Option, Command, whatever. Math.random. Oh, can I show? If you want to see the JS code, it looks like this, and then you just do that. I'm not going to do it again because I think it would accept another challenge. So, oh, I'm playing Decude, who just like cheered. 100 bits, and I'm playing against a London. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the line that I just showed. So now we'll have a lesson how to play against a London, and hopefully we get into it. Yes, I am allowing him this line. Okay, this is fine. Next time donate less subs because I don't want to read 100 names. I tried my best. It's not easy to read. Okay, so I'm following my own advice. Playing Queen C7. I just showed this position. Joe Brune just subscribed. Shout out to Joe. Oh, you can only max at 100. Didn't know that. Okay, so my opponent clearly knows my plan. But can he stop my plan? E5 is on the horizon. Now, I'm not actually sure if I should castle and then play e5, or play e5 right away. Guess it depends what white does. It was fun watching me get frustrated with Siri. Do you get joy out of my frustration? Could still like ask Siri things that are relevant. I want to make more tea, but I forgot to use the kettle thing. A little bit left, I think. I bought this like combo herbal tea pack, like 5 different types of tea, and they're all like herbal, like sleepy time, like honey sleepy time, like peppermint. Probably not the best thing to use to stay awake. So I'm going to castle because I don't think black can stop this move next. I want to get a rook to e8. And it's not anything like so amazing, but it will equalize. It'll give me a solid position. My uptime is slightly over an hour. Ah, John is a real developer. Oh, e4. So moves the e-pawn before I can move my e-pawn. Now the question is, do I play e5 and just make life really confusing for all of us? Let's do it. Usually you should calculate a move like this, because white can take in so many different ways. But on the next move, I'll be able to take on so many different ways. And it's just a mess. But a key factor in this position is just simple observation. My king's here, his king is here, which means rook e8 can come in like so many different lines. Where white's king will be a target. If white castles, then I'll have to think. I'm glad that I'm so sorry. Wait, you can't hear me? Did I actually break it? Ah, 1 sec. Wait. View. Mixer. Oh, you can hear me now. Okay. I'm so sorry. RIP, it's good. Haha, it's back. Delay. Okay. Yeah, there's a slight delay. It's completely unintentional. Yeah, castling is actually interesting because now I don't have these rook e8 lines, and now I have so many moves. Like even c4 could be a move. I mean, I want to take. Eventually f5. I could just play b5 and win connect 4, but that would be too easy. Okay, so I mean, I have to like commit myself to calculating. Takes. If f5, it's a bit weakening. He has bishop d5 check. So takes. I could take on d4. We trade bishops. Maybe we don't trade bishops. He just takes back. Don't really see that leading to much. If I take here, takes. Maybe I could win the pawn. Yeah, there's lines where if he takes on d6, I'm winning d4. So if takes, if I take on g3, takes back with h-pawn, takes on e4, takes with knight. I mean, we're just trading. I'll have knight f6 in the end, rook d8 in the end maybe. I don't really want to spend so much time. My opponent's rated 1483. He's actually playing like a decent game so far. And c4 also interesting, bishop c2. I feel like, was this the guy who asked like what you do when they play c4 in the London? I feel like he asked the question. Not sure though. Takes. I'm gonna start with this. Let's see what white is up to. I don't play Dota. I don't play any of these video games. Not even Fortnite. The other games I play, apart from chess, are word games, like Scrabble. I've considered streaming, like Scrabble or Boggle, my two favorites. Maybe I'll do a Boggle stream someday. Trying to think what else I've played in the past. Yeah, recently it's been mostly chess. Rook e1. So he wants to play e5. I could play c4. What's full contact Boggle? I don't even know if I want to ask. I feel like I'm winning a pawn. Because I'm currently up a pawn and we can just start trading everything. But I don't want white to activate. So I could take on c3, but then e5. Play rook e1, takes. I don't know. Maybe I'll just take here. Trade. I'll admit that one of my biggest weaknesses in chess is calculating like these very weird positions where there's just so many lines to keep track of. Like Naka can just do it instantly, but it takes work. Looking at c4, like c4, e5, takes. Trade, I'm up a pawn in the end. Maybe I can go for that. Problem is like bishop c2, d3, if bishop to b1. Maybe I take first. Let's start with c4. I'm relying on some intuition. Oh, John Davis is leaving? I've fallen behind in the chat. Have a good night. Or good bishop. Whatever you're into. Is Nightbot secretly FBI? This is really hard to keep up. I do request that people stick with English language in the chat, because it's hard to moderate other languages. Thanks again, John Davis, for the subs. I think an emote is due for John Davis. I have a lot of, like, I have so many more emotes slots now. If anyone has emote suggestions, let me know either in the chat or on my Discord. I have a channel. The Last Samurai. Yeah, The Last Samurai has an amazing John Davis emote. People should just subscribe to The Last Samurai to use the emote. Knight takes e4 was slightly unexpected because now I'm up a piece. And there's really no time for e5. e5, I just take it. Do you have your trips? Do I have all of my trips around the world planned for the future? Not at all. My last trip, most of the countries I went to, I booked my flight like just a few weeks in advance. It was very bad planning. But it's actually nice like to be completely flexible. Because then I can kind of change my mind last minute. What do I do? Queen. Let's move the queen somewhere safer. Yeah, I'm trying to be greedy though. What do I do? Let's just play queen c7. Attacking the bishop. Expecting this. I'll still be up a piece. I'll complete development. Make my pieces happy. Started geeking out with a software developer talk. You don't have to be sorry. There was a stage in my life for like 2 years I was majoring in computer science and doing a lot of coding. But just wasn't my passion. Let's play knight b6. Or it wasn't my biggest passion. I was passionate about it when I was involved with it. Amazing emote. You hate playing someone whose rating is 1100 or 2200. Does that make you like 1600? Oh, someone again asking about two knights attack against the French. Yeah, I'm actually working on like a repertoire course, so I might just be saving it for that. Or if I go back to St. Louis Chess Club and do a lecture for them, I would want to save my material. So, but so many people ask about it. Maybe I should just do something for YouTube. Okay, let's put the rook on d8 first, attacking the queen, and then I'll have the d5 square nicely controlled. Whoa, 1,000 bits from Henry Lord Watson. Tea money. Can buy some nice tea with that. Thanks, Henry Lord Watson. I'm open for tea recommendations. Wait, JJ, you're from Turkey. I heard people from Turkey like know their tea, like inside and out. I was watching YouTube videos earlier of like how to make Turkish tea, and it sounded really complicated. Like you use these two pots and you put water in one pot and then the leaves in another pot. Seems like so much to learn. Tetley's British tea. Bubble tea. I had bubble tea the other day. Um, but it wasn't the healthiest. It's so much sugar. And not enough bubbles. Okay, let's not get mated. H7 is a target. There's ideas of this and this. What to do? Could move back. Kind of where I came from. Honey lemon tea. Actually, you know what's good? Is honey lemon ginger tea. Where you just buy like raw ginger, raw lemons, and raw honey. And you just like kind of combine it and you make tea out of it. I completely forgot about knight f5. Good thing I have this move. Defending mates. Defending against the threat of knight takes e6. So there is increment in this game. There's an 8-second increment. Maybe shift the board over a little bit. I should make a tea channel on my Discord. Like once I'm more knowledgeable, I'll probably start making like some tea review videos for YouTube. I'm trying to expand beyond the chess community, the chess audience. Just kind of played this instinctively. Solid move, defend f7. Very soon, I mean, rook d3 is an idea, knight f5 is an idea. Pieces can come to life. e6 is a move. Let's play f6, because always play f6. Rook d3 is still looming. If he plays knight f7, I just let it be. And I'll just like dance around the knight. Do chess and tea go hand in hand? Yeah, or hand and brain. Let's play knight d5. I should really start going for some attack. I have an extra piece. I have a time advantage. I have tricky ideas of this. He's going to play rook d7. Such a juicy move. Ah, he saw my threat. So let's move. Can I get away with that? Rook e5, rook d7. We trade. It's better, but let's start with this. I should play John Bartholomew a tea versus coffee match. Wait, queen d2, free queen. Is he always drinking coffee? I feel like he's had tea, or he just has Starbucks. People probably know better than me. I went through a Starbucks coffee phase. Recently at Starbucks, I've been getting the London Fog. It's so good. Like slightly sweet. Okay, rook here. Could pre-move that. Okay, good game, DQ'd. I guess I'll share another London secret. Hey, it's a sub, but I didn't see the message behind that. I think it was an old sub too. Whoa! Oh, this is so the sub notifications finally ended from the 100 gifted subs. Thanks again, Lord Watson. Yeah, I'll share a secret here. If you're white and you're playing the London and you see your opponent's playing this line, the move I like to recommend is bishop to b5. Now, if you play bishop b5, you actually, is it bishop b5 here? Or it might be bishop b5 here, actually, where you're trying to provoke knight c6. I'm pretty sure it's bishop b5 here. Where black can't play knight d7 because the bishop would hang. And after knight c6, then you can play this. And most often, you'll get some line which transposes. But if you're going to play this, you kind of have to know the bishop e5 line. So main line is usually when the bishop's on d3. But this is also pretty venomous if black doesn't know what he's doing. My favorite tea is something that probably most people haven't heard of. It's called Egyptian licorice. The only place I found it is Whole Foods and Amazon, which is basically the same thing. And it's spicy but also slightly sweet. It's very good. No caffeine. Relaxing. Why doesn't he kick the bishop? In what position? Oh, in this position. So I'll share a line. Very nice line. And Love Hate Chess, thanks for subbing. So let's imagine black plays a6, which a lot of people will do. We can even use Lee Chess Database. Yeah. The idea for white is just to take and then play queen a4. And this is very, very tricky. Like attacking the pawn. But there's actually two threats in this position. And this is the easy threat. Black has a few ways to defend. But if bishop b7, most played move, then white can unleash the other threat, which is taking, and then queen a3. And it just wins the pawn. So it's a fascinating line. Like if here, then here. I feel like I've had a few games. There's, okay, a lot of strong players who've played this. And then if black takes on g3, then usually white's happy to open the h-file. There's still some positional play. So there is a video on YouTube of me showing this line after 97 and then bishop d3, which is the Carlsen game. Oh, Carlsen played this on Lee Chess too, but he's also played it in the Masters database. This game is amazing, Carlsen Bosiocic. And this game is amazing because black plays like natural move. I'll share a secret too, which I don't know if too many people know about. But there's a book by Avruk, who's like one of the top chess authors, on how to play against d4 sidelines. And I believe in his book he recommends this for black, this line with b6. And I've had at least, Okay, at least 2 or 3 online games and at least 2 over-the-board games that went almost exactly like the Carlsen-Bosiocic game. Because from this position, the line is like very forcing for the next like 5 to 10 moves. Like white just keeps initiative every move. Every move makes a threat. Like threatening the rook. And now threatening the bishop. Also threatening the bishop like 3 different ways. Black has to take on g3. Then Carlsen took, hitting the pawn on h7. Still initiative. And f5, and then beautiful finish. Takes, and c6. Pretty sure I had this in at least one Lee chess game. Oh, maybe I had the different line. Wait a minute. Did I have... Oh, I had this line. Where after bishop takes f2, king takes f2. This is also nice, c6. So, for anyone who plays a London, useful game to know. Did you know Denmark is one of the biggest producers of licorice? I had no idea. I went to Denmark for a tournament. Spent 1 day in Copenhagen and the rest of the time in Helsingør. Hey, Max Attack. Watch London System video and won your first 2 London games. Keep it up. This is not the game I beat Magnus. This is the game Magnus beat Bosiocic. Realizing that it doesn't show the names, but yeah, Carlsen was white. Anyway, maybe I'll do one more or a few more challenges. Random. Oops, what did I just do? I opened the console in the wrong window. Okay, random challenge. Just to show people, here's all the challenges. Cool. So, going to open up my console. And I'm playing an ultra bullet game. Okay, I have to focus. This is rated too. Only 15 seconds, no increment. Get ready. Free pieces. I'm gonna mate on h7. Guaranteed. That was quick. I'll play one more game. Just one. Okay, let's play this. And this. Let's mate on h2 again. Ooh, interesting move. Ooh, that was nice. Hey, checkmate, and 500 bits from Nico Lestogin. Thanks for the bits. When my challenge was accepted, I was so nervous I couldn't even think straight. That's how I felt when I played Carlsen. Like the second... Was it the second? Or no, it was the first time I knowingly played him. I just got crushed. It happens. You just have to take a deep breath and think happy thoughts. Alright, new game. Okay, so we have some quick games. Let's mix it up. Chat, tell me what opening to play. Give me a first move. I'm waiting. Good luck. Grob. Nilesley. Nilesley was the first one. I feel like he was just prepared for that. Playing the Grob. I'm going to play the same line I played the other day. But in this game, I'm going to treat it like a gambit. And I'm going to play c3 if he takes. Whoa. What is this? So this is like a... I don't know even what this is. I could play this. I could play this. Let's play this. Push some pawns. Now the problem is I have a pawn on g4 which is hanging, so let's make it not hanging. And okay, like this is the one benefit of the Grob, is this knight is kind of stuck. Would have to go to e7 if it wants to develop. And now we could trade. Oh, g5 was actually kind of hanging there. So let's play h4. We'll have some French structure with my pawns far advanced and without my bad bishop. Can't complain. Try and get a knight to f4. Queen will come here. Maybe here. Dark squares are nice. Okay, let's start with this. Man, all these people recommending normal openings. Wait, and some people recommending the Bon Cloud. I don't know if I've ever played the Bon Cloud. If I did, I don't have any memory of it. Also, it's getting really late. I'm getting tired, and I have to meet someone tomorrow. I have to wake up earlier tomorrow. Let's play. Let's just continue pawn storming. Okay. I just want to trade bishops so I can castle queenside and get a rook, another rook to the king side. Would also appreciate it if a knight can land here. Start by castling. Wow. Keep things closed. So if takes with f pawn, I win this pawn. But it's still complicated. Because takes, there's a4. And that might just be bad for me. Knight f6, rook takes f6. So let's play a3. Creating Luft for my king. What is a Nimzowitsch? Is that knight c6? So defending the pawn and attacking a pawn. Let's play knight f4. If he takes on g5, I take on e4. I have some ideas of taking and then winning the rook in the end. Yeah, let's keep the queen along this diagonal. Should play a Rosen Gambit. Ooh, free pawn. There is one gambit I've discovered which is actually quite playable, which there's so few games in the database. I just have never had a chance to play it in a tournament. I prepared it for a few like strong players who I was like half expecting they would go into it. I could show it to people. And then maybe it can be named after someone else. It's a gambit on move 3. Let's play queen b1. Trying to do something. But where's my something? Black is solid for the time being. Okay, let's play this and win a knight. I think this position is nice. Let's take here. The pawn is pinned. Throw in a check. This is about to be mate, I think. If it were chess.com, I could pre-move everything. Okay, opponent resigns. Good game, tennis pal. Or is it tennis Paul, but misspelled ball? Thanks Niles Z for suggesting the Grob again, this time with some success. If people are curious, I can show the Rosen Gambit. I'm just gonna claim the name before anyone else does. It starts off as a London, obviously. Or no, it starts off with e6. Because people who play e6 will sometimes play the Dutch. So white will play a London. And then after f5, white can play g4 here. And this is a bit different than the other g4 lines in like the Dutch because black's committed to e6. And d6 isn't always the most desirable. And I've done a bunch of analysis, like takes here. I think the best move for black is g3. There's also, there's such a crazy line, which like if you look at this with Stockfish, it will be one of the top lines, is black playing g5. I prepared this like seriously for a tournament once, where I thought my opponent was gonna like at least get into this position. I was preparing g5, bishop c1, and if you turn on Stockfish, again, one of the top moves is h5. It's just insane. Like this is on my computer, like on my chess base before the round. Like, how do you get this position? Move 4. Looks like white's only made 2 moves. Pretty sure h5 is one of the top Stockfish moves. It's up there. Like white's clearly better because black's just overextending. I don't think any human would play g5. But yeah, these lines could be interesting, especially if takes, I think at some point knight c3 and e4. It's like a Banco Gambit but reflected. Okay. Do I accept one more person? Okay, I'm going to accept a person. I actually don't want to make this difficult. Let's accept a person. Are there any bots challenging me? There's no bots. Oh, there's one. What is this? Is this Horde? No, it's Crazy House. So there's some variance. Okay, we're going to do this completely randomly. Okay, playing this guy. Hey, midnight. It's way past midnight. First time seeing your streams. YouTube chess content are great. Well, thanks for the comment. Okay, I'm going to do what I normally do. I'm pretty sure I played this today against some GMs. Or no, against some like master level players. Got some good positions. White's not accepting the gambit. This is already fine for black. I really need an FAQ like section somewhere, because this is the most common question I get. Will I ever go for GM? Maybe someday, but not in the near future. Maybe when I'm 40, because that's what Ben Feingold did. Randomization is best. Now, let me ask, are there any developers in the chat? Because I have a question. Is there a piece of code we can write to accept a random Twitch subscriber out of like all the random challenges? Because like out of these people, okay, a lot are subscribers. Maybe most are subscribers after the appearance of John Davis. But can we just like limit it to subscribers? That's probably a way to do it. Whoa, there's a lot of people saying yes, yes, yes. All these developers. Does Twitch... So there's like giveaway bots, but those are a bit different. Where I just want to like click a button and accept a new challenge. Or like press enter. I guess, yeah, doing a giveaway, maybe that would be possible. What about poor people? Just have to watch consistently and wait for the gift. So when I first started streaming, I was playing simuls like all the time. But then I realized it wasn't that great for the viewing experience. It was fun for people playing, but viewing, it's like, it's hard to keep track of. Have I played marbles? No, because I lost all my marbles. It was devastating. We need IP detection system. Or a list of their usernames. You can also have like, there should be like a waitlist website. Like you just click the link, you write down your username. Marbles is a Twitch game. I've played poker. Poker commentator. Are you a poker commentator? Yeah, I like strategy and word games. Mainly chess and Scrabble. Okay, so we have a position. White's trying, or was trying to attack. I don't know if White's still trying to attack. King d2, very suspicious. I'm gonna land the knight on c4. Could pre-move it. Pre-move and see what White does. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should, I don't know. Do I play Dota? No. I think I accidentally like labeled my stream as like a Dota game. Because I put one of the tags as auto chess, which is maybe some Dota term. But I did it unknowingly. Alberto... Wait, what's this name? Alberto Lee Ravioli. I think I mispronounced your name the last time. I probably still mispronounced it. It's going well. A little bit tired, but I'm about to win. Like, he has two legal moves. One of them gets forked. The other one gets mated. Yeah, choose your poison. Yeah, I have no idea what auto chess is. Like, I typed in chess and then it was just confusing. Francisco, yeah, thanks for the game. And what's this name? Vilt Zoo03, thanks for the game. I'm very tired. I think I'm going to end things.